to the juicy world of sport. I am Adeniyi Ajishafe on 360 Sport. It was a melodrama while the match between Tunisia and Mali took place in the Afcon. Well, the ref, Gianni Sikazwe from Zambia, had his own time. Well, a lot of issues there concerning that. Tunisia filing protest against that ref for the fact that the first earlier called off the match it's 50 minutes before he called the match back on and later called it off, finally whistling that, okay, the match has come to an end by 89th minute. Well, a lot of people have been looking at what happened concerning that particular game. Joining me in the studio is Mardia Umar. Good to have you.
It's good to be here. Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good one. Yesterday, a lot of, I would call it a little melodrama because of what happened between Mali and Tunisia. A lot of people were not too happy with what happened because of the fact that if you check the antecedent of the central ref, Gianni Sikazwe from Zambia, he has also had some issues with CAF. He was suspended some times back. Looking at the match between Tunisia and Mali, the result of Afcon yesterday was somehow because even though Mali won by a long goal, scored by Ibrahima Kone, a goal that a lot of people were like, oh, this particular match, a lot of errors was seen there. The red card that was given to El Bilal was also judged that, oh, it was too harsh. Aside that, he stopped the game at the 89th minute, while he also, earlier before 89 minutes, in the 85th minute, he has actually stopped it before it was recalled, and later 89th minute.
I don't think we should be seeing things like this in the African Cup of Nations. I know how much we've clamored for this African Cup of Nations to happen this year. And then things like this are happening. I think these things should be happening in the Nigerian Professional Football League, but we don't want that to happen. But, because of his past antecedents and because of what he has portrayed himself as, I'm talking about the Zambian coach now, it gives a lot of people doubts. It makes people doubt that action. He might be right to have stopped it because of some discrepancies he kind of saw in the match. But because of that past antecedent, people would like, no, I don't want this to happen. And a lot of people expected Tunisia to win that match. But it happens that Mali won. And for the fact that Mali won, they feel cheated. They feel something actually happened. So we need to do our best to avoid things like this happening in the African Cup of Nations.
Well, Gianni Sikazwe, the man that referred the game between Mali and Tunisia, as we speak right now, CAF are reviewing what Tunisia really want. Tunisia actually filed a protest concerning that particular match that was stopped. Looking at the result in the Afcon Group E and F quickly, where Equatorial Guinea, they lost against Cote d'Ivoire, where Max Gradel was able to score the goal from Cote d'Ivoire there. Good one. Tunisia against Mali, it ended controversially, although the goal was from Ibrahim Kone, and you have Albilal Jallo, who scored for Gambia to defeat Mauritania. All the teams from West Africa seems to carry the day in that particular encounter yesterday. Good one there. 3 matches, 3 wins for the teams from the other side, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, and also Gambia. Now, looking at this result, I think all the teams that play, Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, Gambia, they really were justified to have won those games. But it was just the little discrepancy concerning Tunisia and Mali that rose a lot of bone of contentions there.
Yes, before the match, I wasn't expecting Mali to win. I thought, I saw that Tunisia had the squad that could actually beat Mali from their past antecedents and what they've done in a previous match. I thought it was going to be Tunisia fighting Mali, but at the end of the match, it was Mali. So in football, anything can happen, and 1 minute is as important as 90 minutes. So you can see that replicate in so many matches where 1 minute before the whistle is blown, and then somebody finds the back of the net. And that's how important a minute is. And that justifies that protest from the Malians and supporters of the Tunisia team about that match being stopped by the Zambian referee at that time. So I think we should avoid things like this so we do not have people questioning
the winner or how the trophy came out, that people clinching the trophy at the end of the tournament. We should stop it.
We just have to get our acts together. A lot of errors there, but well, as it is, we're still waiting for what CAF will be saying concerning that. Gambia, for the first time in 26 years, they were able to win one of their first match in Afcon. Good one there. Gambia, Jallo Ablel was able to make that happen for them in the 10 minutes. Good one for that team. The small nation Gambia right now are also making a statement, transferring that to Group E. Let's look at the table as it stands right now in Group E, as all the matches have been played so far in Afcon. Quickly, in Group E, we have the teams like Cote d'Ivoire. Well, Cote d'Ivoire just have to stand their feet there. Cote d'Ivoire, after playing one match, they are top. Algeria, they share the spot against Sierra Leone, so they have 1 point apiece between Sierra Leone and Algeria. You have Equatorial Guinea at the bottom of the table there. If you take that to group, that's talking about Group F now. We are just done with Group E. Let's look at Group F. It's just one match that all the teams have played so far. But Gambia, Mali, they are the table toppers. They have Gambia, Mali, Mauritania, and Tunisia. Well, it's too early to call, as we always say. By the time they play the remaining 2 matches, we know who will be the leaders here or not.
Exactly. Oh, it's too early for us to celebrate or be happy about anything, especially for what the Nigerian boys replicated 2 days ago. So, as it stands, you're very right for us to celebrate anything. Let's see what the next match holds, and after then, we start thinking who tops the table, who progresses from the group stage, and then to the next round of the competition. So fingers crossed. I'm looking forward to see people play with all of their heart and entertain us and hold our flag high. And also other people I would love to see. Of course, it's not just about Nigeria. We have players we support and we love to see on the pitch. So let's just hope that it's a good game altogether.
Now, looking at the statistics so far played in Afcon, 12 matches so far, 24 teams played 12 matches, and you won't be surprised that only 12 goals have been scored so far. 12 matches, 12 goals. So equivalent, you can just say, okay, it's equivalent to a goal per match. That's yes. 12 matches, 12 goals.
Yes, because from the Afcon, we haven't
almost
seen...
all the teams play 1-0,
It's 1-0, 1-0, and most teams had to go for a draw. So it's 12 matches, 12 goals. No, not 12 matches, 12 goals actually, because some teams did not score. But so far so good. That's what we have right now. So I expect to see more goals. I
maybe
expect
from
to see
second
more.
half, the second matches rather of the group stage. The second matches will be coming up. Starting from today, we begin to see a lot of goals because it's as if all the teams are being so cautious.
It's been like testing the waters for me from the players. We want to see which team has something up their sleeves. But I think Afcon, we just have to go all out. All the players have to go all out at this point, because when you keep testing the waters, I am sure from the matches that we'll be seeing today, it will be, you know, action all the way, and that's what we're expecting. You know, spectators and sport lovers, that's what they're expecting. We don't want to see 1-0 anymore. We want to see reigns of goals in the African Cup of Nations. That's at the end of the day, it's all about the goals. That's
good
what
one
they
there.
want.
Good one there. Coming from a dear Oman, talking about the team should begin to score more goals. Although Afcon has been very scintillating, it's been enjoyable. A lot of people have never been so surprised seeing Afcon being hosted like this, but now it has come to pass. It's on, and it continues to be till February 6th, where we see the finalists are actually coming up there. Hoping to see Nigerian Super Eagles doing their business. We'll be taking that story in our subsequent edition concerning Nigerian Super Eagles. But right now, we have to talk about other teams. They are also playing Afcon. Gambia, Mali, and also Cote d'Ivoire did the best yesterday as they were able to win their games 1-0 apiece. And we have to celebrate the West African teams, because you know that when it comes to Afcon, it seems the North African teams always dominate this particular competition. So far, Egypt as a country has won it 7 times. Ghana, Cameroon, Nigeria, we are trailing. We just have to get our acts together. Now, moving away from Afcon, let's come back home as we talk about the Nigerian Women Football League. Well, when Afcon was going on, Nigerian ladies were also doing their business across different centers in Nigeria. Nigeria. Quickly, let's give you the results. Went down in Nigerian Women Football League. Edo Queens against Nasarawa Amazon ended 2-1 there. Yemisi Samuel Akudo Ogbona actually scoring for Edo Queens. Messi Idoko for Nasarawa Amazons. Adamawa Queens defeated Conference Queen by a lone goal. Eunice Aizeani scoring for them. In Group A, we're taking Group A right now. Oshun Babes they defeated Pelican Stars by 2-0. Kasiena Ojiovri in the 15 minutes and Ebere Oyeka scoring in the 25th minute. While in Group B, Bayelsa Queens, they did so well, defeated Royal Queens by 3-0. Alderemi Mary, Sunday Juliet Bassi, those are the goal scorers for Bayelsa Queens. Sunshine Queens of Akure, they defeated FC Robo Queens of Lagos by 2-1, where Aluko Miriam, Olabi Folajomi, and Folashade Jamlisi scoring for FC Robo Queens. Those are the results. There are Rivers Angels against Abia Angels, ended 4-0 in favor of Rivers Angels, who won't stop scoring. Marian Ezianagu getting a brace, Cecilia Unku and Chiamaka Okochuku scoring in those games there. Those are the results as it went down across 6 different centers in Nigeria yesterday. But the good thing is that our ladies came out, they played, they saw some conquered and actually some conceded. Yes,
I think the timing too for the NWFL, it's kind of not good because
nobody will watch.
Yes, a lot of attention. Yes, a lot of attention has been turned to African Cup of Nations. That's where the action for most people is happening right now. So it's not like a protest, not because I'm a woman, but, you know, the Nigeria Women's League is not projected even as the NPFL.
Of course.
And that's why you see when the Super Falcons, they go all out and, you know, they do their best or they don't even try at all. We tend to blame them, or we say, where did they get this league of players? Because we don't even know who they are. What television station shows some of these matches? Even if television stations do not show these matches, how much publicity did this women's league have? And that has been the problem from the onset.
And to let you know, recently they announced that they got a partnership with a company. And I've actually said this twice. One of two of our productions say that the management of Nigerian Women Football League, I'm sure they have media officer.
Of course.
They have Facebook page. They have,
exactly.
But what is happening, if you check at time, you don't see all this information. The way MPFL media officer projects the games, project the result, the table, you find it difficult to find NWFL that way.
And it hurts me to hear this. Yes, so you've mentioned all of these people. It hurts me to hear that they give excuses like there's no money. It takes money for publicity, but there's no cash or finance
to run a website or
to run a website or have the kind of publicity the Women's League is supposed to have. And it's really, really not good. It's really depreciating for me. If we need to encourage these ladies, the likes of Aziza Toshwala and the likes of
Rashida Lajibade, they all came out from here.
Yes, they came from some of this Women's League. So we see them playing their trade in Barcelona, in Atletico Madrid. You know, it has to do with a lot of work. These women have to single-handedly promote themselves at some point. Because if they don't do it, nobody does it for them. And that's a big problem. If we need to see the likes of, our ladies doing well in the World Cup, we need to take things like this seriously. The Nigeria Women's League need to be taken seriously, and then to the Super Falcons, and then to the world stage. That's what we're talking about. Who is watching this right now? Nobody. Even if you want to watch, where do you watch? I see on social media a lot of people say, the Women's League are playing today, the MPFL is playing today. Where do I watch? Where do I watch all of this? You go online, you don't even see highlights of some of these games. So the publicity is so wrong. So if I am to talk about some of this, what they played right now, people will be seeing it as if it's,
you are making it up.
It's not.
It's bogus. It sounds as if it's just.
It's not realistic. Sometimes it's not realistic. Sometimes it seems you're just saying because you know how to speak English, you want to talk. But these are things that you see and they don't see. So how do they relate? How do they be in par with whatever you're saying? So it's really bad. I'm not really going to comment about some of these games.
Well, to let you know that we just have to beam live our own Women's League. We just have to show more concern that particular league. NWFL Nigerian Women Football League really needs attention. A lot of people don't know that yesterday, while Afcon was going on, the ladies too were playing, and we just roll out the result to you. But to let you know that, well, we have to do something, add more spark to that particular league. That's where all the ladies are playing for Nigeria. Majority of them came out from that league before they traveled to Europe to play. Well, giving much attention to the Nigerian Women Football League. They are, well, let's move away a bit, let's digress and talk about other matches that happened yesterday also. Let's look at English Premier League. West Ham United, they did well. They won against Norwich 2-0, where Bowen scored a brace there. Well, good one, the City of London. West Ham right now, they are really standing their feet.
This is a team that was struggling last season, and then this season it's like a game changer for the players and also for the management team. So it's a good one for West Ham. Before the match, I didn't see Norwich edging West Ham out in that game, so it was good. And congratulations to Bowen, because he's trying to find his feet back again to play in the best form that he has. That's what they saw actually before they went for him. So congratulations to West Ham once again.
Talking about English Premier League, West Ham United, they did well in the City of London as they defeated Norwich that came visiting 2-0. Good one there for Bowen, who scored that brace. And now let's move straight to talk about the English Football League. Well, Chelsea did it. They have done it again by winning by a lone goal. Rudiger scoring that goal, making it 3-0 aggregate-wise for them to have qualified for the final of the English Cup, that is EFL Cup. They will be waiting for who will win between Liverpool and Arsenal, who will win there to face Chelsea. Will the fear of Chelsea be the beginning of wisdom for all these clubs?
Wow, Chelsea under Tuchel has done so much, and it goes a long way to say so much about a manager that came 365 days after Antonio Conte, left. And no, Lampard, actually. I'm talking about Antonio Conte because they actually played Tottenham yesterday. So it was like a former Chelsea coach and then another team. So it's been good all the way for Chelsea. Winning the Champions League, being in the top 5 in the English Premier League, and then the EFL Cup, they are looking at it right now. So whoever wins between Arsenal and Liverpool, which they will face, but I don't think Liverpool or Arsenal can be so much threat to Chelsea because of what they did yesterday. The
So
second.
wait. Are you using yesterday's match now to judge what Liverpool and Arsenal, whoever qualifies of the two, to play against Chelsea?
No, from what they've done in the past, in the past 365 days, Chelsea has been in tough form.
What if that day comes and the Arsenal fans out there who I want to give that at least that smile? So what if Liverpool fans or Arsenal fans are the one that will be jubilating?
Sometimes you just want to do something to displace some other. I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I love Chelsea.
You're sounding like one of them.
Yes, I love when people play well.
Accept the fact that you love the Blues.
No, you are trying to put it in me that I'm the Chelsea fan, but that's not working actually.
Okay, so which team are you supporting?
Oh, do you want me to say that on television?
Say it. After us, we have people that support Chelsea, Tunisia and all of them. They are not hiding, even though.
Okay, I'm wearing red right now. It could be Manchester United. It could be Liverpool.
I suspect that you are Liverpool.
Let's
Just trying to have some banter in the studio here. We've been having fun concerning 360 Sports, talking about Chelsea playing against whoever will be between Liverpool and Arsenal. That match will be coming up today. We'll be taking that. But to let you know that Chelsea have done it, they've actually won against Tottenham Hotspur by a lone goal. And if you add it together, it turns to 3 goals, and they've qualified for the finals of the English Football League that will be coming up. Liverpool-Arsenal. Madia is here to actually answer that question. Is she supporting Chelsea indirectly? I know where she belongs. So now let's move away from there. Let's talk about the other match that was played yesterday, Spanish Super Cup. Spanish Super Cup between Real Madrid and Barcelona ended in favor of Real Madrid as they were able to dislodge them 3-2. You have to give it up to Vinicius Junior, Karim Benzema, and Valverde. They did so well in that particular game. It was a tough one, but really, I saw Barcelona playing very well yesterday.
Yes.
They did so well, but well, Real Madrid was just, maybe they were better. But 2-0, Luke de Jong scoring, Ansu Fati adding one more, making it 2. And as they were scoring, Real were actually also doing it. Real were leading, and well, they gave it up to Barcelona.
And don't forget, Karim Benzema wanted to do it again in the final few minutes, but it didn't work. So it would have been more than what we saw yesterday. So I saw Barcelona, just like you said, play in their best form. We saw the likes of Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele has been up and down from time to time, but you know, he gave his best yesterday, plus other team members from Barcelona. But it just turns out that Real was the better team yesterday, and that's how they were able to, you know, outplay Barcelona. I didn't see, before the match, I didn't see Barcelona actually edging out Real Madrid yesterday.
But so far, I think Xavi has been able to instill that style. The fluidity was superb. They played very well. Let's drop the goals now. Let's look at performance-wise.
No,
that team has actually performed better than the way they used to play. That shows that his hand is really on that particular team. Yes,
he's doing his best. At Barcelona, we've seen this season, they've not really done the best. They're not like the Barcelona we know, like 2 or 3 seasons away from now. But, you know, what I saw yesterday illustrates a team that would come back, not this season, maybe next season. A team that is ready to work it out and do their best in whichever competition, maybe the Champions League or the Spanish League. So it's going to take maybe a little time, but I see Barcelona waking up from their slumber and keeping that form they've always kept in a long while. So it's going to be a good comeback for Barcelona, not this season actually.
Well, we've just been reviewing Barcelona versus Real Madrid, ended 3-2. It was a goal rush there. Another El Clasico, if you want to call it. Even though it was in Spanish La Liga, it was the Super Cup. The two teams showed their class. It ended 3-2. Benzema, as I've mentioned earlier, Vinicius Junior, the two are connecting so well when it comes to playing for Real Madrid. It was a good one. Right now, Real will be facing whoever win between Atletico Madrid and Atletico Bilbao. Now, other match that will be coming up today. Now, let's quickly move away. Let's talk about a team that did well also yesterday in Italy. Italian Super Cup also came up, and it was Inter Milan that carried the day. They did so well. Good one from Inter Milan. Lautaro Martinez, and also the player that's actually supported to score that goal. It was a good one from Lautaro. It was a good one from Sanchez, who scored the second goal at the dot of time, 120 minutes. It was going 1-1. They had to add more time, and good one for Inter Milan. In fact, I felt so happy for Sanchez. For a while now, his career has really not been on the level, the wavelength where it was with...
the wavelength is so not in the right way. It's so scattered. That's the extent I just really want to describe how his form has been, you know, in the past few years, or let's say months from now. So Inter Milan and Juventus yesterday. Inter Milan has been doing their best, and I want to point out that this season has been a very interesting one. Before the start of the season, we rated some clubs that were going to be in the top 5, we're going to, you know, do something before the end of the year 2021. But it took a different turn, except for a few clubs that we rated and they're still maintaining that form. So it goes a long way to say things about the game of football. Anything can happen, and the best team always stays on top. If you're not in your best form, if you're not playing what you should be playing on the pitch, of course it tells by the number of points that you accrue at the end of the day. So Inter Milan, they were the best people to win, and that's why they clinched that win yesterday. And I'm happy. I'm not happy about the form Juventus, the kind of play they're putting out there right now. When Cristiano Ronaldo was there and the likes of other players, you know, we saw Juventus, though it wasn't in their best form as well, but you know, we saw progression.
Maybe because they are being called the old lady, they are getting old. You know?
No, you know, yeah, exactly. But you know, sometimes names go a long way to depict
the old lady, so they are getting tired. So what do you expect from the young lady Inter Milan, the Nerazzurris,
So
they should be able to perform better.
That explains a lot of things, you know. This football this season taking a lot of different dimension. So we'll just keep our fingers crossed. Like I always say, I support the team that plays well. It's not like I jump from one team to the other. You know, sometimes you give people the benefit of the doubt. You don't just leave a club because they're not doing well. Sometimes, you know, things that we say when you analyze sport, some of these things are being taken into consideration. They go back and look at their map. Where are we going wrong? Where is it that we've not been and all that? They try to put things together. And that's the essence of We Talking Sports on television, on radio, or any other platform you want to think about.
Thanks so much for your time, my dear Omar.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we've really done our part this hour. We just let you have some feel of the juicy world of sport on 360 Sport on Trust TV. Don't forget to always join all our social media platforms. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.